We have looked at methods and how primitives are used as parameters and literals of primitive types are passed in method invocations. We have also seen how methods can return primitive type data. In the same way, can objects be used as method parameters and return types? We will see that in this module. We will also see what is meant by parameters and what is meant by arguments. The objective of this module is to learn how objects can also be parameters of methods and constructors, how arguments are passed, how objects can also be returned from methods. Like simple types, objects can also be parameters in method definitions. In this program, a new equals method is defined which has a parameter of type rectangle. This method compares the current object with the past rectangle object. It returns true if both objects have the same length and same breadth, else it returns a false. So we have three instances of rectangle created using the parameterized constructor R1, R2 and R3. R1 has a length of 100 and breadth of 200. R2 has a length of 100, breadth of 200. R3 has a length of 10, breadth of 20. So when equals is called on R1 by passing in R2, it returns a true because both R1 and R2 have the same length and same breadth. And when equals is invoked on R2 by passing in R3, it returns a false because the length and breadth of R2 and R3 are different. Similar to being used as method parameters, objects can also be used as constructor parameters. Typical use case would be to clone an already existing object. This program has a constructor which accepts a rectangle object as its parameter, and the new object's instance variables are initialized with the values of the instance variables from the past object. So we have R1, which is constructed using a parameterized constructor, which takes in the length and breadth values. Next, we have R2, which uses a parameterized constructor, which takes in rectangle parameter. Here, R1.area and R2.area will produce the same result because both R1 and R2 are clones of each other. Note that the values that we pass in the constructor invocations or in the method invocations are referred to as arguments. While when we define the constructors or the methods, the values that are specified in the constructor definitions or the method definitions are called parameters. There are two types in which the arguments are passed to the methods. They are call by value and call by reference. In call by value, the value of an argument is copied into the parameter of the method. Any change made to the parameter in the method has no effect on the argument. In call by reference, the reference to the argument is passed to the parameter of the method. Any change made to the parameter in the method will affect the argument. Java uses both types depending on the type of argument passed. If the type is primitive, call by value is used. If the type is an object, call by reference is used. This program illustrates call by value approach of argument passing. In the test method, num is multiplied by 2. However, argument value passed in the num parameter has no effect in the calling program. For example, consider this below code snippet. We have num of type int, which is initialized with 10. An instance of call by value is created. We print the num value before calling the test. We invoke the test on the CBV reference and pass the num value. So this is the value that is getting passed is an argument. And what is defined in the test is the parameter. And we print the num value after the call. So the value of num is 10. It will remain the same even after the test method is invoked. This program illustrates call by reference approach of argument passing. In this program, Num is an instance variable which is initialized by the constructor. Test method receives a call by reference object parameter. In the below code snippet, an instance of call by reference is created by using the parameterized constructor. We have a print statement to print the value of num before the test method is invoked, and the test method is invoked on this reference variable CBR, and the print method prints the value of num after the call to the test method. CBR is a variable of type call by reference. It holds the address location of the memory where the newly created call by reference object is stored. So when CBR is passed to the test method, it is passing this memory location. Hence, the CBR parameter of type call by reference has the reference to the same object created above. Hence, any changes in the test will reflect outside as well. The output of this code snippet is num before call is 25, and when the test method is invoked, it is multiplied by 2 CBR, which is pointing to the same object. So the initial object which was created had a value of 25. It takes that 25 and multiplies it by 2. So the value is 50, and the value is set in this object. Now, since we are referring to the same object, the value of num multiplied by 2 is the new value of num. As a point of interest, when an object reference is passed to a method, the reference itself is passed by use of call by value. However, since the value being passed refers to an object, the copy of that value will still refer to the same object that its corresponding argument does. So it means that although it looks like a call by value where the value of the memory location is copied from that argument to the parameter, but they are referring to the same object which is in memory. So any changes made by the method using the parameter is actually changing the object in memory. So after the method call, whatever changes are persisted in memory will be available after the method call as well. Methods can return any type of data, including class types. For example, in this program, we have getRectangle method, which creates a rectangle object and returns a reference to it. The reference of type class rectangle. To summarize, we have learned that methods and constructors can receive parameters, which are object references. When an argument in a method call is of primitive type, the value of the argument is assigned to the parameter. This is referred to as call by value. When an argument in a method call is of object type, the value of the argument is assigned to the parameter. The value is nothing but the memory address location of the object. Hence, both argument and parameter point to the same object. Although the value is copied from argument to parameter, it is actually the reference of the object. Hence, it is referred to as call by reference. And we have also seen that methods can return object references.